Hi. September 22nd is the first day of fall, which means we're entering into a new season. Now, I love to read this book because there's so much information, a lot of big science words, and a lot of things that just talk about what happens in the fall in the environment in our surroundings. So I'm going to read this book a couple times, and you can listen to it a couple times because there's so much information. Fall Leaves Change Colors by Kathleen Widener Zofeld. It's fall, and you can feel a chill in the air. All around you, the trees are beginning to change. And I want you to see if you notice the trees around where you live. Are the leaves changing colors? We're going to find out why. Remember, we talked about how there's a chill in the air, right? It starts to get a little bit cool, and we're starting to wear longer sleeves on our outfits, or sweaters, or sweatshirts, or jackets. In your backyard, in the park, along country roads, the trees are putting on their autumn colors. So autumn and fall are two words we can use to describe our season. Fall and autumn. Their leaves are turning yellow, orange, tan, and red. And I want you to look at this picture. Look how beautiful the colors are in fall. Look at all the leaves falling. I'm going to tell you, I love fall. It's one of my favorite seasons. Love to see the change. In the summer, most leaves are green, and all summer long something amazing is happening in those green leaves. They are taking in the sunshine, air, and water, and they're making food for the trees. That's why they're green. The green coloring in the leaves is called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, that's a science word. That's a big science word. Chlorophyll helps the leaves take in light from the warm summer sun. Leaves also have small openings from letting in air. From the air, the leaves get a special gas called carbon dioxide. That's also a big science word. Carbon dioxide. What's a special gas? After rain, the tree's roots take up water from the ground, and water moves into the leaves. Using light from the sun, the green leaves can turn water and carbon dioxide into sugar. Wow, that's a lot of information, right? The sugar moves from the leaves to all parts of the trees, and the sugar is the special food that makes the trees live and grow, and that's why it's green. That happens in the summertime, in the spring too. But what happens, let's find out what happens in the autumn or fall. As summer ends, well, the days get shorter, and you'll realize that too. The nights get longer, and autumn will be here soon. The leaves get less and less light each day. Remember they needed light? Well, what happens is it's telling the trees that it's time to stop making food. So when it stops making food, that's when the leaves begin to die. It's when they fall off the tree. The chlorophyll in the leaves fade away, and their color changes. And look at that here. This leaf is beginning to change colors. Each leaf loses its green coloring slowly, and as the chlorophyll fades, other colors in the leaf begin to show. Isn't that neat? The leaves of some trees turn yellow or orange, and the colors are in the leaves all summer, but the strong green of the chlorophyll hides them, right? So that's really cool. It's almost like camouflage, right? The green's going away. The leaves of other trees turn green, red, or purple. Sunny days and cool autumn nights make the sugar in the leaves turn red or purple. As the green coloring in the leaves fade, the color of the sugar shows through. A few types of trees have leaves that turn brown or tan. In these leaves, a coloring called tannin, another science word, shows as their green coloring fades. And we know that there's lots of different types of trees, right, by looking at the leaves. Trees whose leaves stay green all year long are called evergreens. Most evergreens have tough, narrow leaves called needles. I have some in my backyard. So they never change colors because the leaves are different. Evergreens shed their needles once, only a few times. Trees whose leaves change colors lose all their leaves in autumn. Look at that. As a leaf dies, the part of the stem that holds it to the branch gets weak. Chilly autumn winds make many leaves fly from their branches, and heavy rains make others fall too. So you'll notice when there's heavy rains and it's wet, a lot of leaves will start falling off the tree because they're really almost about to come off the branch. Under your feet, the ground is covered with a patchwork of beautiful colors. Look at that. Look at those leaves. Look how beautiful. That's why I like fall. Plus, it's incredible to think about these colors being underneath the chlorophyll green. Over your head, the branches look dark and bare, and the trees are ready. What do you think they're getting ready for? Do you know what the next season is? Winter. They're getting ready for winter. In winter, everything rests. Tiny buds line the branches where the leaves once were. The buds are tough enough to stand the frosty winter. And look, those are buds at the tip of a branch. The buds protect the new green leaves that will unfold in the spring. And that'll be our next season after winter is spring, and then we start over. We're going to read over these big science words again. And remember, you can listen to this story as many times as you want because there's a lot of information explaining what happens to the leaves. Autumn, or fall, one of the 4 seasons. Autumn comes after summer and before winter. It's also called fall. Carbon dioxide, one of the main gases in the air. Chlorophyll, the green coloring found in the leaves of most plants. Roots, the part of a plant that grows under the ground. And tannin, a tan-colored material found in the bark, leaves, roots, and fruits of some plants.